and Sandra, that is so encouraging to hear as a parent. Excuse me, my son just came up and I had not seen him. Come up here. So I'm sorry, I've not seen my kid since this all went down. So hey, just really, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm just finishing this real quick, okay? Okay, all right, okay. Are you good? Okay, I'm so sorry. There's no way you would have let your kid walk by.
Alicia, if you need to step aside, please do.
So, okay. He's okay. He's good. You're good? Okay. He's good. But yeah, he's the one who was telling me what was happening. And my sister telling me what her daughter was telling her.
So this live event happening with a local reporter there in Denver, Colorado, outside of another school shooting. Her son did finally come out and he was safe. And luckily everyone else in the school was also safe, that is, except for that one particular shooter. Maybe you hadn't heard about this, but here's some of those details. This guy who went to the shooting rampage looks like he also killed himself, the 17-year-old suspect. The body of a 17-year-old who allegedly shot and wounded 2 staff members on Wednesday at this Denver high school was found hours later in Park County. As the coroner's office said, one staff member is in critical condition of those victims, while the other suffered serious injuries and is also stable in condition. Also, this isn't the first very recent event that's going down at this school, because a Denver East High School student also died weeks after a shooting near the school. He was 16. His name was Luis Garcia, and he was shot by 2 other teenagers in a stolen vehicle back in February. Now the school where both of these things happened says they're gonna have now 2 armed officers at the school. So I guess these things just won't happen anymore. And that's actually one of the things that the reporter was talking about, I think, was the possibility and the concern about what they're gonna do next. Now, I'm sure this hit close to home. This was a local reporter, but they were carrying it on Fox News since they were talking about it. And I wonder if it allowed a couple of alarm bells to ring in these folks' minds to go, hey, it affects anybody at any time, and you just never know. Even the folks that we like and we know that we're colleagues with, not just those random folks who we don't care about when we forget the next day that their child is gone forever. Forever. We keep forgetting about that. Sometimes I still follow a few of the parents from Uvalde. Every time they're posting, it's about the pain that they're still going through and the things that they have to experience without their children there. When are we gonna understand that it's everybody and that everyone should be a part of solving this problem, not just pushing it down until the next person dies?
This actually got a breaking news notification while I was streaming for this yesterday. And it was just like, you can't keep up with them. You know, like it's hard to keep up with everything. It's so normal that people are, in schools and elementary schools, we used to do fire drills and stuff all the time. Shooting drills are happening. It's become such a normal negative experience that children have some likelihood of facing in this country, so much to the point that we have to prepare for it because nothing's being done. There's so many guns in this country that, drastic legislation would have to be passed. Yeah. We can't even get a 21, the minimum age for assault rifles to be 21. We can't even do that. So it's just really a shame because, we're in a situation to where all we can do is prepare ourselves for the shooting to happen. That's kind of as good as it's going to get right now until we get an entirely new Congress with people who aren't beholden to the NRA or any other donors that keep them from acting on gun issues. The government's in a standstill right now.
Maybe if we start with, ending that corporate money to these politicians that then do the bidding of the lobbyists and the corporations that they then represent, maybe that's a start. Maybe just a little start to the whole thing. By the way, Jared Polis, who's the governor out there in Colorado, was in favor of some of these different measures, these kinds. Watch.
And my sister telling me what her daughter was telling her. So hearing Governor Jared Polis put that out there is encouraging, and hopefully it is helpful. Because when you have students who are going before adults and they don't feel like they're being heard, and parents definitely don't feel like they've been heard, especially over the last few years, as we've seen the effects of the shutdown that it's had on education in schools and crime in general. We'll have to see if something actually comes from this. I can definitely say I hope so. As a parent, I can say so. And I know this is a really weird thing, toggling between reporting and being a parent here, but I'm speaking as a parent.
just speaking as a parent, and no matter what your job is, if you have kids, you're always kind of speaking as a parent, and nobody wants to lose theirs. Let's do something about this.